Hi friends, and welcome to the chaos. For today's video I'm going to be working on some WIPs that I have. I'm going to do this in kind of a piecemeal style where I work a little bit off camera and then bring you in to show you what I've gotten accomplished. I've done it a few times where I kind of speed through the crocheting process and just have music in the background, but I don't personally like watching that kind of video, so I don't want to make that kind of video unless you guys post in the comments and just tell me that you really like playing music background with me going at 8 times speed like with a crochet hook. It's not my favorite, but sorry if you've heard noise in the background. You know how it is around here. Kids are always running around doing things. So the first project I'm going to work on is actually a custom order that I have started but not completed, using I have it printed out, the Bumcraft Crochet Winnie the Pooh and Friends pattern. I bought it off Etsy. I'm gonna fold this so I don't show too much, but it has 8 characters in the bundle. I think you can order each one separately if you so choose, but I went and got the bundle. So let me bring that in so you can kind of see. Aren't they cute? Super sweet. So worked up in acrylic yarn. They're really small, like keychain size, and worked up in plush yarn. They can get very large, I discovered, but I had an order for, it's actually my, let's see, it's my aunt's daughter. So cousin. It's my cousin, baby cousin coming up. My grandma wanted to order her a Pooh themed baby crib mobile, so that's the keychain sized plushies will go on that. She wanted 5 of them. She wanted Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, and Kanga, so we're going to work on that. And then she also wanted a large, like, cuddle size Eeyore. So first, here's the Eeyore in the big plush yarn. This is in Bernat Blanket. He turned out super cute. I just have to do his facial features. I was kind of going back and forth on how I wanted to do those. Oh, and I gotta give him some hair. I was kind of going back and forth on how I wanted to do those, and I decided I'm gonna go with fabric paint. I know that's not the most traditional of choices, but since it is for a baby, I wanted something that they wouldn't be able to like pull free, and I felt like embroidery could eventually be, ripped out by tiny little baby fingers, especially with this blanket yarn because it's so easily breakable. So if there's enough of a loop like with an embroidery piece would be for fingers to get under that, she I think it's a she, could pull them straight out. Safety eyes, of course, are a no-go with kids under 3, so that's where we're going to go with fabric paint. So that's all that's left to do on this guy, and I was just trying to make a decision on that, just going back and forth. I generally do fabric paint also on my little things, because I have discovered that the tiniest sizes of the safety eyes just don't stay in as well, and I don't want to do the whole melt the back method and all the extra glue, and it gets really messy, so I just prefer fabric paint for that. So for the little guys so far, I have completed Pooh and Tigger. I did Pooh first and then Tigger. Tigger's pattern I don't believe came with a tail. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure Tigger did not come with a tail. Well, now I'm not, I think I skipped him. There he is. Let's see, head, body, arms, legs, ears, inner ears, face, mouth, nose, assembly. Yeah, so he didn't officially come with a tail. I might add one. It shouldn't be too difficult. I could just make like a little foundation single crochet chain and attach it to his back end, and then he could have a little bit of a tail. So I'll probably do that to finish him off. Toss him over here for now, and then I'm gonna start on, I think, Piglet next. I have all the colors for all of them that were in my previous video, that bingo acrylic from Hobby. So I've got Piglet, and I've got Eeyore, and I've got Kanga. And I think Piglet uses a little bit of this gray color as well for the stripes in his shirt. So that's what I'm going to work on next. I've got my yarn. I've got my rescued unicorn yarn bowl that my acrylic skeins can sit in. It's very nice for that, especially with color changes, because it has these additional holes besides the regular one. I've got my 3.5mm crochet hook, scissors and stitch markers, tapestry needles, and the most important part, my morning coffee. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get started on Piglet, come back and show you what I've got done. Okay, so here we are. It's the next day and a new location. So yesterday I managed to get most of Piglet made in the morning, and then we had made plans to take the little ones to a movie. So we ran out to the movie theater, wound up sitting there for about an hour while they tried to fix a broken projector, and then they finally told us that they were not going to be able to fix it. They gave us a refund, they gave us tickets for a free movie, and we came home. And then I had other things I needed to do. And I wound up not working on Piglet again until late yesterday evening, and it was too dark to film anything at that point. I had originally started making him per the pattern, and it said nude. I had sort of a cream off-white color, and this would have been his head, and I had all the other little pieces made, and I wasn't pleased with how it was looking. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't hitting right with me for Piglet to be this pale. So I went back with my original gut instinct, which was to have made him in light pink instead of nude. And this is how he turned out. And I'm much more pleased with this. I think this turned out really cute. So now he's just missing the facial features, which I'll do all the facials at the same time with the fabric paint. So the next one we're going to make is going to be the Eeyore, and then we'll finish off with Kanga, and all of the pieces will be made and they'll be ready for faces. And then I'll be able to pack them up and ship them off to my grandma to give to my new little cousin. Hi y'all. So it has been multiple days later now. I don't know, man. This has turned into like a week vlog thing, and I feel like this week I'm a hamster running in a wheel. Like I've been going, but I don't feel like I'm getting anything done. I did manage to finish Piglet, was the last one I showed you, and then I was gonna start on Eeyore next, and then I can't even remember what we wound up doing. Something came up. I wound up not being able to work on it, and then my internet went out for the rest of the day, and it was just a mess. And then the next day, yesterday, I had to go pick up my girls from the airport. They were coming back from a visit with their Ohio grandparents. They've been there for the past month. So I went to the airport to pick them up, and that took pretty much the whole day because it was up near my mom's house, and so we went to my mom's afterward and stayed and played games and had a good time, and it was great. But again, I didn't really get anything done. So then this morning, woke up and I got Tiny Eeyore done. So he's ready for the baby mobile, pretty much. I mean, I'm leaving the final touches, all the faces on all the dolls until I get them all finished. The last one is Kanga, so I'll work on Kanga. And then I'll do a little, I gotta do some little black tufts of yarn for his hair, and a single crochet foundation chain loop on the top of each of them in a coordinated color to actually attach to the mobile, and that'll be it. They'll be done, and I'll be ready to pack them up and ship them off. And then I've also got an octopus custom order that I need to finish. I have a couple of WIPs sitting on my desk that I need to finish, a little duck and a couple of bees that just need like look like the duck needs wings, one of the bees needs wings, they both need eyes. Like just real simple little things that I've just been putting off. I just tossed them in a bin and didn't do it, so I have that to do. And I got 2 weeks until my Christmas in July market that I have not really done a whole lot of prep for. I mean, I put all my stuff in my Excel spreadsheet last week, and I have about $2,500 worth of inventory currently made, which is great. That is great. But I had hoped to have a good bit more, especially because once I sell at this market, I will then have just one more month and a half to get ready for the really big market, the hot air balloon festival, and I wanted to have $6,000 worth of product for that one, and I am nowhere close. Nowhere close. So I've got a lot of work to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm just finished Eeyore, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break, maybe do some yoga exercises or something to get my blood flow in my body moving again, and work on Kanga later this evening, maybe try to get her finished. But I've also got to get some contract work done for the company that I contract out for, and just, you know, it's just things. There's always so many things to do. I feel like I'm just not getting everything done that I want to get done. I'm sure y'all have had days like that, but I will check in on with you later once we get Kanga finished, and this will be just a week basically working on one custom order, which is kind of ridiculous, but I'll see y'all later. Okay, finally finished all the little characters for the mobile and Big Squashy. Now all that remains is to paint on their faces and little stitch details. So through the magic of editing,